What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Call of Duty Black Ops 3 on BlackTideTV. It's been a while since we've been back to Black Ops 3. I've been trying to stay away from this game for as long as possible, as I don't think it's really any secret on the channel, but if you're new to the channel, maybe you just forgot, I'm not the biggest fan of this game. In fact, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is my least favorite Call of Duty game of all time. It is one of my most played Call of Duty games because of my coverage on this channel, but I've never really liked the game. I've always found it, I can't really put my finger on it, but I've never enjoyed it as much. I've never broken as many controllers as I have when playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and I've never just had such a rough time playing a game. Honestly, I can't play this game for too long. I have to put it down because I just get frustrated playing. And that is going to factor into a number of commentaries I have coming up over the next week. I'll have Call of Duty Black Ops 3 commentaries from now until Friday when Call of Duty World War II Private Beta begins. At that point, I'll be covering the Private Beta all weekend long, and then probably into the next week, and then the Open Beta, and World War II is going to take over this channel very, very soon. As for this video, I thought we could talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and something that it did very, very well in the past that I would hope to return to the Call of Duty franchise in the future. Maybe even for Call of Duty World War II in some capacity. But before we begin today's video, a brief sidebar. I am currently running a 1 to 2 day poll on my Twitter page at BlackTideTV, which, as you know, is always linked in the description down below. I'm actually hoping to find out what you guys are looking for in a YouTube video description. Are you looking for additional details on the video, extra information, or are you just looking for the social media links, the Patreon link, the links to other videos? Because I've noticed a lot of other YouTubers just posting their social media links and stuff like that in their description and not actually describing the video, which I sometimes spend an astronomical amount of time doing. So I just really appreciate it if you could head over my Twitter page and vote on that. You can reply to me, let me know what you're thinking, what you're looking for in the YouTube video description, or you can just vote on the poll and that'll be that. But without further ado, I've really been enjoying this brand new single, Drop Me in the Water by Our Lady Peace. I've heard in places that it's the first single in 5 years, but I've never been a big Our Lady Peace fan, so I couldn't confirm or deny that. All I know is that this song is really cool, the guitar riff is really funky, it's got a really neat vibe to it. And I was listening to this song while playing Call of Duty, as you do, and I was thinking about Call of Duty Black Ops 3 in a very critical state of mind. I was thinking about these videos that I'm going to make over the next week on Black Ops 3, and I was thinking about what did Black Ops 3 do right, what did they do wrong, what can we learn from this game? And of course I'm listening to Drop Me in the Water, and I'm playing on these water maps, and I'm swimming around, and I'm like, holy crap, like, there is no swimming in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. There's no swimming in Modern Warfare Remastered. In fact, all the way up until Advanced Warfare, if you swam, you died. In fact, even in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, there was a map, I believe, known as Defender, where there was a flood that came in that instantly killed everyone that it touched. But at least in Black Ops 3, despite underusing the water segments were done incredibly right. There was underwater, on-water swimming, a ton of different animations. There was in and out of water gunplay, which I am by no means an advocate for a weapon functioning perfectly underwater and functioning perfectly as soon as it's brought out of the water. It's a tad unrealistic, but I think if they took a more realistic approach to the water segments in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 in a future installment in the Call of Duty franchise, it could go over very well, even in Call of Duty World War II, as previously mentioned. Perhaps a stealthy player armed with a combat knife can use the water to their advantage, sneak behind enemy lines, and take up their own weapons against them after stabbing them in the back. Another perfect opportunity for water in Call of Duty World War II, for example, is a river that requires fording in a multiplayer map. Say, for example, in the brand new War game mode in World War II, where you have to progress through the map with your team and conquer certain obstacles. Say, for example, one of those obstacles is a river. We've seen wartime documentaries, we've seen military personnel crossing a river, holding their weapons above their heads so as not to get them wet. This would be the perfect obstacle for an attacking team. Maybe they have to get across the river. They are slowly maneuvering across the water, awkwardly holding their weapons above their head with not much aim, and the enemy team is raining down fire on them. Maybe your team has a couple LMGs stacked up, and they're trying to help you to cross that river from bunkers that you have set back in the forest. I'm just spitballing here, but think of the possibilities that water could present to the Call of Duty franchise, especially with World War II coming up and the new war game mode. There's just so much that you could do with water and with gameplay resulting around water. Take, for example, the real-world wartime confrontations of World War II, many of which took place around or in the water. The beaches of Normandy on D-Day. Half of the battle was fought from the water, so it just makes sense. We need to have water in our multiplayer maps as an extra obstacle from the environment. I think it would really revolutionize the gameplay, having water and mud and all kinds of environmental catastrophes that you also have to conquer on top of the enemy. But that is it for my commentary today. Let me know what you think of water in the Call of Duty franchise in the comment section down below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check out my Twitter page and that poll that I mentioned earlier, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.